but I can ask y'all questions, and y'all not answering my questions, but y'all want to answer y'all questions.
Yes, sir. Sometimes it's not fair. Okay, we're gonna go into
no, hold on, sir. You can't hold up because it's not fair. No, you can't do that. No, hell, you can't. No, that's disrespectful. You just told me it's not fair. No, sir, that's not. Then why am I here then? If you're not.
Oh my God. And hold up. Before you start feeling bad for him, I need to point out what's in his jacket. He is not a one-time, but he is a two-time convicted Ch0m0, and he is here because he violated his parole again. So yeah, life is not fair. I'm sure that's what his child victim said to him as well. Now we're going to jump into Louisiana parole revocation hearing. That means that he's been out on parole and he violated, and I'll unpack it with all the details at the end.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's the Committee on Parole, and we're going to be sitting here and we're going to be interviewing you and talking to you a little bit about the revocation hearing that you've got right now. Mr. Jones, you're at Terrebonne Correctional Center. Is there anybody in the room with you?
No, sir.
Okay, no staff in there. Okay, so we'll just talk to you. Then what's your DOC number, Mr. Jones?
Is it 00376190?
Is that correct?
No, 376190. Wait a second.
Okay. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Terry, didn't I get exonerated?
Did you get what?
Exonerated.
Exonerated.
No, sir, I don't think you did. I think we're here revocation here.
Well,
Okay.
well, under the I got exonerated. I think like 4 or 5 years back, and y'all and now y'all saying not exonerated anymore. How can that be?
Do you have a form in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did you sign that form?
This for the coming revocation hearing?
Yes, sir, for this hearing.
No, I was forced to come. The parole officer said that I had to come. He said I had to come, and I deferred it. He said I had to come though. I don't know why.
Maybe that may help.
Okay, were you on parole?
I was on parole for drugs, yes, sir.
Okay, and that's why we're here to talk about the fact that you violated your parole.
I violated my parole. Okay, sir, I'm trying to find out if and listen, I deferred this hearing. Why did that? Why am I here?
You refused to sign the preliminary hearing paperwork.
I deferred it. So I know I got to go to court for the charge that I shouldn't have. That.
Right. Yes. When were you arrested?
I was arrested on the 7th about two months back.
Okay. And but you refused to sign your paperwork. Hold on.
What paperwork?
Okay, you signed the paperwork right there for the hearing for today.
No, I didn't, sir. I got. Listen, he told me the parole officer told me that he making me come to this hearing.
Okay.
Yeah. He said I have to come to this hearing.
Okay, well, you're here now, so we might as well have the hearing then.
But hold up, sir.
I'll let you plead guilty.
But hold up, sir. I would like to defer the hearing. I don't want the hearing. Why do I have to have the hearing? If I'm saying I deferred it already, I don't want it.
Do you have outstanding charges against you?
The lawyer already told me that the charge has been dismissed on me. I don't have that she said that the registration stuff that I have that I'm going through, she said that she don't even see why I'm even in jail.
Okay. I'd like to go into executive session.
I second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all not answering my question,
Okay,
though. But y'all
wait,
asking
just-
questions.
Just stand by for just a minute. We're gonna go in executive session, and look at some paperwork. And then we'll get right back with it.
I can ask, but I can ask y'all questions, and y'all not answering my questions, but y'all want to answer y'all questions.
Yes, sir. Sometimes it's not fair. Okay, we're
It's
gonna go
not.
in.
No,
executive session.
hold on, sir. You can't hold up because it's not fair. No, you can't do that. No, hell, you can't. No, that's disrespectful. You just told me it's not fair. No, sir, that's not. Then why am I here then? If you're not.
Okay, I can. The sheriff, and I'm not talking over him. They muted him, so he's just talking to himself. And the executive session is going to last a few minutes, so we'll just watch it. We'll be a fly on the wall, or we'll be the cat, as those of you familiar with the channel, the cat emoji. I'll read to you what Lady Holly found on this man. And again, before you start having empathy, he checks two boxes, in my book at least, for people who I don't carry much empathy for, and that is one is he is a Ch0m0, but not just a one time, a repeat Ch0m0, and two, he is also a fetty dealer. So let me just share with you that in 1996, he is arrested for what they have in the statute is sexual battery of a juvenile victim. Now he might have just been given probation, or maybe he paroled out, because it was 3 years later, April 1st, 1999, so 3 years after, really less than 3 years after his sexual battery conviction, he gets carnal knowledge of a juvenile victim, of course. Now, he ends up serving time for this. He gets out in 2012. And for those of you familiar with Louisiana, to actually serve 4 years in prison for a sex crime, wow, it must be pretty bad, right? Because they sometimes take it easy on them. Then his offenses don't stop there. He has many failure to register convictions. But what he also has is on 2023, he is busted for dealing fetty. So I'll read it to you again while we wait for him to come back. And what I don't even know what he's trying to tell the parole board. It's pretty, but anyway, so upon arrival, officers located the subject and were eventually able to identify the suspect as Tyeine Jones, 45 years old at the time. So today he's 47. After further investigations, officer found that Jones had an outstanding arrest warrants for charges of failure to register as a sex offender, and a second warrant for possession of the magic dragon, the H word, and a third warrant for possession of fetty. Now, the responding officers then attempted to take the suspect into custody, at which time the suspect resisted arrest. Struggling with officers, he was eventually taken into custody without incident. After further investigation, the suspect was found to be in possession of approximately 38 grams of the H word and approximately 29 grams of fetty. I don't I guess when I said that he is considered a dealer, that could be me. I guess I probably have to technically say alleged dealer, because I'm not sure that he has a conviction for this. This just states that he was possession. I don't know who has 29 grams of fetty with that's for personal use, and 38 grams of the H word, but that's I do need to clarify that. Now let's jump back into this revocation hearing, and I'll continue.
One,
I move that we get out of executive session.
okay,
And I'll say.
got a motion and a second, and I concur. So we are now out of executive session. We're back into the hearing. And Mr. Jones, we've discussed this thing, and we've run up and down the street with it. You got two choices. You can either ask for a continuance. Okay, we can continue it, or you can revoke yourself.
Unmute yourself.
Tell him, ask him to you're muted. I can't hear you. Get somebody in there to unmute you. Okay? Okay?
I think he's angry.
Lee.
That was us.
Oh, that was, okay. Is she gonna come in there?
Let's see, I guess, open the door.
We need you unmuted. Tell her we need him unmuted. Thank you.
Okay, now we can hear you, I think. Go ahead and say what you have two choices. Continuance or revoke yourself.
Hold up, listen. In parole, on parole, I'm not here for I'm not here. Listen, the charge. Listen. What is what am I here for?
Okay.
Revoke yourself for what?
I
Never did anything wrong.
When I talk, you listen. When you talk, I'll listen.
Okay,
are
that's
you
right.
charged
So,
with being?
Listen,
Are
you can revoke me? I can listen. I don't get revoked in parole. The judge, whatever. If I go to court and I lose in the charge, understand me? That revokes me. Understand me? On parole, not just revoke myself. Why would I do that?
Okay, so
That
you're
don't
not
make no
revoking
sense.
yourself. So you want a continuance in, correct?
A continuous for what? I don't come back here. I don't listen. I want to defer it. I don't want to deal with y'all. Can I defer it like I'm supposed to? I'm deferring the parole like I did before. I deferred it on the paper.
That's the same. You want a continuance. You
I
want to
want to
continue.
defer it. I want to defer it. Deferred. Like when the parole officer came to me, he came to me and asked me to defer it. I said, I would like to defer it, sir. I'm deferring it. And why am I here if I deferred it already?
Okay, that'll conclude this hearing. We're going.
We're voting. I vote to continue this hearing until further time.
I deferred it. I'm deferring it. I don't want no hearing from y'all. I'm deferring it. I'm deferring it, sir.
Be quiet. Be quiet for just a second, please, sir.
It's the same
Okay,
thing.
you're getting what you want. We're not going to hear you this morning. That's the end of the hearing. 10:44.
Okay, so look, here's the way that I understand it. I'm not an attorney, so those of you who might be a little bit more familiar, put it in the comment section, and I'll pin it for those of you who are watching. But he wasn't revoked; he's deferring it. Now, my guess is that he might have some pending charges, and really, it doesn't make a difference. We've seen this play out in revocation hearings all the time. According to the parole contract, if you are involved in criminal activity, just involved, that's how vague the language is in the contract, the parole board can revoke you. Now, what he is saying is like, I don't even want to be here. He doesn't understand. Either he doesn't understand the way that the system works at all, and he doesn't realize who's there and what they have to say in the matter, or he's playing 4D chess and he's just hoping that, because he was going to lose, he was going to get revoked sitting here. They were not going to side with him, but maybe he's hoping that he can pull a rabbit out of the hat and get things and get his conviction tossed aside and then meet the parole revocation board in a better light. Now, if he does come back, and this is just the way I'm thinking about it, if he does come back, we will play it. We keep track of the hearings. There's a playlist for it below. It's called the Return of Playlist. I'll definitely pin that in the comment section if he does come back. And we do see crazy hearings where people come back a second or third or fourth time, but they didn't revoke him. So this is still an ongoing matter. Not that, again, I don't see how it can make any possible difference for him, because all they have to do, even this happens all the time in the courts where the DA, they'll bring someone up on charges, right? This is actually a big hole in the system. Listen to this. If someone is out on parole and they owe the courts maybe 5 years, they're backing the 5-year sentence or a 10-year sentence, and they are on parole and they commit a crime. The DA sits there and they say, well, we're not going to waste our resources on prosecuting this person. He's on parole. He has to go and face the parole revocation board. So we'll drop the charges because we know what's in the contract of the parole and we know that they'll get revoked. Now, this has a two-edged sword. Sure, it can lock someone back up in prison who will then sit there and say they'll come up and say these revocation hearings, but the DA dropped the charges. I wasn't even convicted, and the parole board said it doesn't make a difference because they know the game that's being played. But again, here's the problem: is that we see, especially with Ch0m0s, we'll see Ch0m0s that commit new crimes. It might be CP, it might be even a new victim, and the DAs won't charge the Ch0m0. So in the Ch0m0's record, it doesn't even show up as a new offense, as a new felony. It only shows up as a violation of their parole. It might say why it violated their parole, but we see Ch0m0s locked up all the time that get revoked 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on the state, 5, 6, 7 times, but they only have their original offense listed on their record. And it's a huge problem. Anyways, if we do see him again, he'll be in the Return of playlist. Thank you, Lady Holly, for pulling up the info on this case, and we'll read Lady Holly's fact of the day to wrap this up. Oh my gosh. I should make a montage of all the crazy revocation hearings. They're always the wackiest. So, Arizona. The tribe that lives in the Grand Canyon. I've been to the Grand Canyon, by the way. I've hiked it end to end back in the day when I was in better shape. Thousands of people tour the Grand Canyon each year, but most don't realize that there are people who actually live inside it. The Native American Havasupai tribe inhabits Supai village deep in the arm of the Grand Canyon. I had no idea. That is really cool. Yeah, I hiked it peak to peak with the whole backpacking thing. Slept I think 3 nights in the Grand Canyon. It was I did it with Mamadou. It was amazing. And that was fun. Anyways, with that, I'll let you go.
But I can ask y'all questions, and y'all not answering my questions, but y'all want to answer y'all questions.
Yes, sir. Sometimes it's not fair. Okay, we're
It's
gonna go
not.
into
No, hold on, sir. You can't hold up because it's not fair. No, you can't do that. No, hell, you can't. No, that's disrespectful. You just told me it's not fair. No, sir, that's not. Then why am I here then? If you're not